Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Take 10. And today we're going to talk a bit about High Point and not necessarily High Point Market. Oops, I lost you guys. Gotta bring you back up. Sorry about that for some reason. There we go. Um, Today we're going to talk about High Point off market and how you can make High Point a design destination for your clients and literally your personal design center. I'm Deb Barrett, and as always, I'm here with my design partner in crime, Jackie. Hi, Jackie.
Hey Deb, I'm really excited about this particular webinar because we've had the opportunity over the last couple of years to really learn more about High Point and how vibrant it is off market and how many great things are going. So we're very excited to talk to you about that today.
Yep, so let's get started. So first of all, I'd like to introduce our two panelists with us today. The first is Carol Jolly, and we met Carol, a couple years ago, a year and a half ago. She's the senior designer at Jolie Design Center in High Point. You'll hear more about that later. And she's also won several awards, the High Point Small Business Person of the Year Award. She is on the advisory board of High Point University's Interior Design Department and is a mentor to many interior designers and interior design students across the country. And she has a really interesting design center and resource center that all of you will, when you come to High Point, will want to take advantage. So she'll talk more about that with us later. And our second panelist is Joyce Crawford Allen. She's the mover and shaker behind Convention and Visitors Bureau. Jackie and I met Joyce about a year and a half ago, and it has been one of the most rewarding relationships that we've ever really put together since we've started Soft Design Lab. So right now, Joyce is the Visitor Center Manager for CVB, but she also has an interior design background and had an interior design business before going to the Convention Visitors Bureau. Plus, she's also been on the other side having showroom management experience. So she really brings a lot to the table when you start talking about design, resources, manufacturers, and High Point as a design destination. Joyce also serves on the executive board of the Convention Bureau and on the High Point's Arts Council and the advisory board for the High Point Theater. So I want to welcome Joyce and Carol. Hi, girls.
Hello.
Hello. How's everyone doing today?
We're doing well. So we're going to get started, and I guess the first thing I want to ask you is, why should you come to High Point Between Markets?
I think a good reason to come to High Point Between Markets is the access that designers have to the trade only showrooms. A lot of people don't know that they're accessible to designers in between market time. So you don't have to wait until April or October to come and shop or bring your clients. The Design Center has special events throughout the year. All the trade only showrooms are open the second Wednesday of each month, and they offer special classes and Unity and Design Weeks and just special times for designers, and some of the classes even offer CEU credits.
Wow. So
also an advantage for the designers to come in between markets is the fact that they can bring their clients in a not so congested atmosphere. They'll get that one-on-one attention from the showroom manager in helping them where they need help. And they also will be able to just give their client, if they bring their client, and that's an option, but even if they don't, they'll be able to talk that special pricing with the showroom manager, and they'll get the attention that they won't get necessarily during market.
Yeah, I think that's really important. Go ahead.
Sometimes they can even get cash and carry items, purchase them, showroom samples from the showrooms they're visiting. So that's always an incentive to to come to see what's been placed in these showrooms aftermarket.
Well,
And I know, as you know, as a designer coming to High Point for market, you know, there is a lack of, especially fabrics, drapery, hardware, you know, wallpaper, and those types of things that are sort of the staple of what we're offering as designers. So we can source great accessories and furniture and all of that, but we can't do it and at the same time work with those materials that we really need to find. So coming off market, I would think, is a great opportunity if you're bringing your client or even just working by yourself to sort of hit everything at one spot.
absolutely. Good. I think that's perfect.
And sometimes designers don't want their clients to be with them when they're making critical decisions, or they want to take charge and plan out the color scheme for a particular client and pre-select some items, particularly if the items are priced. And some of the showroom managers will even remove pricing and or add retail pricing. They really work closely with designers because they want us all as designers to benefit.
That's wonderful that you can offer that flexibility.
I think the first stop is the High Point Visitors Market. Joyce, can you tell us a little bit about it?
The High Point Convention and Visitor Center is a location where all of our visitors, as well as our designers, when they come to town, can come to get assistance on where to go and how to find particular things. As far as designers go, we always house a supply of the High Point Design Center directories to hand out to designers that come into town, as well as we have a listing, our directory for our regular visitors, which lists all of the retail stores, which are over 40 here in High Point and the surrounding area, that our retail shoppers can go to and find their particular items. As you're showing here on the screen, we also have the interactive kiosks that will help the shopper fine-tune their shopping experience. They can also look for whatever they're trying to seek by product, style, or manufacturer. It will break down either or for them. So that's a very nice additive that we have here in our Convention and Visitors Bureau, and it's one of the state-of-the-art Convention and Visitor Bureaus here in the country.
It's amazing. So let's talk logistics. First of all, transportation, obviously. High Point, as you can see on the map, guys, is within driving distance from several major airports: Charlotte, Greensboro, Raleigh, Durham. Plan on about an hour and 45 minutes from each of those stops, Raleigh, Durham, and Charlotte, and it's maybe about, I don't know, 20 minutes, wouldn't you say, girls, from Greensboro? But you're going to have to, you know, keep in mind that you're going to land at an airport, and then you're going to have to, you know, drive into High Point. And the other thing to keep in mind is that you're going to want to rent a car at the airport, especially off-market, well, market too, but you're going to want to have some sort of personal transportation because all the showrooms and the shops are spread out. There's more than 60 across the Piedmont Triad area. So the other thing is when planning your trip, think about, you can't do it in a day. You have to stay overnight and make a trip out of it, if you will. Obviously, what to pack, guys, is don't forget about all your project plans, and especially if you're doing a large project, the showrooms are all there to help you work on, you know, multiple rooms, you know, whether it's hospitality, whatever it might be. They are really accommodating off-market. And Carol and Joyce alluded to this a little bit earlier, but I want them to talk a little bit more about when is the best time of the year to come to market off market. Obviously, October and April are market times. So when market isn't going on, when should I come? How should I plan my trip? So guys, any suggestions about there? And talk about Furnish Your World too.
Yes, there are good, better, and best times to come to market. Immediately after market, the week after market, being the spring market and the fall market, all the showrooms are closed, or I'd say 95% of them are. A lot of people don't know this, but the showroom managers need time to recuperate. They need time to go through their showroom, decide what didn't sell, what's going to make the cut, and what upholstery, the fabrics that didn't make the cut. And for that reason, they just completely close their doors. So it's very, would be very not a good thing for designers to come at that time. But the week immediately following each week after each market, it's a little confusing, but that is the best time to come. A lot of people come to High Point expecting, oh, the closer it gets to market, there are going to be great deals to be had and whatever. Immediately, about a month before market begins, the showrooms close again. And that is so that designers who set up showrooms can go in and have full and total access to that showroom without designers coming in with their clients. So a lot of times it's better to come immediately after market than waiting until market begins again, which is one of the reasons that we planned a wonderful Furnish Your World event. Joyce is going to tell you a little more about it, but we'd just like to extend a special invitation to all the designers out there that would like to bring your clients to this event also.
We're excited because this is our inaugural Furnish Your World event, and as Carol stated earlier, 2 weeks after market is the better time for the designers to come back into the showrooms, because after that point all the photography, all the clearing of the showrooms is done, and then whatever samples they're going to sell, they already know what they are going to be, and they can sell them to us as designers. So the Furnish Your World event is going to be sponsored by the High Point Convention and Visitors Bureau in collaboration with some of the preferred designers here in the High Point area. These designers we have put on our website as well as on our interactive kiosk here in our center, and we are letting the public know that they are welcome to come showroom shopping, but they have to come with one of our designers. So this gives them an opportunity to schedule this event with their friends or girlfriends or family or by themselves. And it's going to be an event that's going to be ongoing. We're going to do this the second week after market, every market, as long as it's, you know, worthwhile for us to do. And it starts November 4th, 5th, and 6th of this year. We encourage any designers from any area to come at that time with or without their clients to take advantage of the specials, the samples, and all that's going to be had. And I'm sure that they'll find the trip worthwhile.
Awesome, thanks. And Carol and Joyce, you want to talk a little bit about High Point Design Centers and how it's somewhat different from market and what they offer?
Yes, the High Point Design Center is really the extended arm of the designer. This association is an association that showrooms join. They actually pay a fee to join this, and then they are members and can participate in second Wednesday of each month. They can participate in their Unity in Design event that happens every February, and they can participate in any other activities that the High Point Design Center may have, especially for designers. Going back to the Unity in Design, or the that's an event that they have. It's a 3-day event, and they offer CEUs for that. That's usually in the winter. Sometimes we have good weather, sometimes we have bad, but you can just go on their website at any time, www.highpointdesigncenter.com. Will give you any information that you need. You'll see on your screen some information about special sales that are available. And the second Wednesday of each month happens each month other than the market months, which are April and October, and in July, because everyone's out of town, hopefully on vacation. But the High Point Design Center is a very good source for designers.
Well, another great source for designers is your resource center, Carol.
Yes, and thank you. Jolly Design Center, I've been a designer forever, and it's very difficult for designers, especially in our area, with some of the bigger stores that want to limit access to certain product to designers. So I was thinking, you know, designer helping designer, that's what I'm all about in our design center. So when designers come to town, they're welcome to come by our design center. It's right on Main Street. Stop in. We'll be happy to chat with them about where the accessible showrooms are, where the best places to go. I have keys to showrooms that are not necessarily members of the High Point Design Center. They do not sell to the trade, but they sell to retailers. I'm considered a retailer, thus I sell to designers at great prices. So we just want to be an extension for designers who come to visit our city. Just want them to know we welcome them, we're glad they're here, and we want to be a part of that process.
So Carol, if I'm a designer and I come to market for regular market visit or whatever, or I come off market and I see products that I would really love to purchase, and yet I cannot qualify to be a buyer because I don't have a retail space or I'm not going to be able to make that minimum, I would assume that they can check with you and then see if you have access to that line, and then therefore they can purchase through you, and they're able to buy that product.
Absolutely, Jackie. That's what we're all about, helping them. The cost, so depending on the actual cost of the item, usually it's around 15% above our cost. Mm-hmm. You will notice that some of the design stores will sell directly to designers, but a lot of them will only sell at 40 or 50% off, and it's kind of difficult to make your percentage markup when they have that much, the high amount of sale, plus most of them require a minimum, which in a lot of cases we've already met. So we'd be delighted to have anyone call us to make certain if we carry the line, and be delighted to talk with them about it.
Yeah, so in reality, you know, if I'm a designer purchasing from you and I'm purchasing at a set percentage over your purchase rate, but you're buying at a lower price point to begin with because you are a dealer. And so I'm probably still going to get a better price going through you than I am buying at, you know, sort of the designer. Sometimes they have a designer price that is, you know, it's higher. Is that true?
Yes, that is very true. In our design center, we also have market samples that we buy from these vendors, so we can help them a lot of ways.
Go ahead, Deb. No, we may have lost Deb. So tell us about this Cheers to Beers event. What is that?
Here we go. Gotcha.
Okay, we're gone to the Cheers to the Beers itinerary.
Okay.
Why don't you tell us about that?
So I was talking with Carol and Joyce, and I said, okay, so if we've got to spend more than one day in High Point, how do I make a trip out of this? Because, you know, we're all about making a trip and having a design adventure, number one. And number two, food and drink are always part of our itineraries, right, Jackie?
It's an integral, well-blended part of our day when we're at market.
So it just so happens that Convention and Visitors Bureau actually puts together a itineraries that designers can use and use with their clients, especially if a client, for example, has to bring her husband along because he's wanting to come to see what she's purchasing and has, gone through 2 showrooms and goes, oh my God, is this it? Forget it, I want to go. So you can send hubby off on the Cheers to Beers itinerary while you shop in itineraries, and it's basically, there's a lot of craft breweries and cigar bars, and then there's also wineries in the High Point area. Actually, Richard Childress, if you know him from NASCAR fame, has a very famous winery just outside of High Point, and there's a whole food-to-table foodie experiencing happening in the Piedmont Triad area, so you can take advantage of that, have dinner at a winery, visit a winery, buy furniture. I mean, wine and design, what could be better, right?
Well, and a convention bureau that has the forethought to think about how to get rid of the client's husband so that you and the client can actually get some business done, and they're not stamping their foot or sitting there scowling from a chair wanting to get out and do something else. I think it's a brilliant concept. Let's talk a little bit more about the rest of the great things that you can do in the area, right?
Well, if you're an antiquer, there are like antique shops, but 100,000 square foot antique shops or 35,000 square foot shops, for example, at Thomasville. So if you're looking for antiques, this is definitely the place to go. And I have to share a little story. I don't know if she's on today or not, but our friend Wanda Suet-Horton was just in High Point last week, and she stopped at one of the showroom one of the malls or whatever, and bought this amazing slab of agate crystal that was turned into a table, and everybody online was asking her where she got it, who the source was. Of course, she's not sharing, but but it's those kinds of finds that can really set you apart with your clients. Don't you agree?
Oh, I think it's amazing to have that kind of resource, and we forget to look for those one-of-a-kind items. It's so busy at market, and you're trying to go to your vendors and take care of that business, but most of the time you run out of time and availability to look for those sort of secret sources and things that, the High Point Visitors Authority and then the Design Center have kind of delved out for you. And I'm sure, Carol, that you can direct people in that manner as well if they're looking for antiques or a certain thing.
Absolutely. Happy to help. Another, when you're talking about the husbands, I thought of one of the last clients that I had was a golfer. And my husband also, who works with Jolly Design Center, is a golfer, so he has connections with a lot of the area golf courses. So a lot of times the men will bring their clubs and head off to the golf course. So that kind of gets them out of the way, so women can do the shopping to get down to business.
Excellent. Of course, we have a lot of male shoppers as well, so we don't want to.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
We don't want to dissuade any of them, but.
Well, and then don't forget Biltmore.
Which Deb and I have been promising each other that we're going to take time and stay after market and go, and we have yet to do it.
Yeah, and you can get loads of information.
It's fabulous. It's one of the just finest attractions, and you'll just be awed. There's so much to do there, and the winery, and you can even stay on the property. It's just a really nice place. At Christmas, it just looks like a winter wonderland. And they do candlelight tours, and you can actually tour the house, so it's amazing.
Okay, so I'm going to throw it back out to you guys. What are your top 3 must-sees, whether it's a showroom, a designer, a one-of-a-kind, and if you happen to know who the agate crystal guy is, Carol, tell me, because there's a table there that I want. But I'm going to ask you guys, what are your top 3 must-sees when somebody comes?
I would say that you definitely would want to go to the High Point Museum. It's a legacy of what High Point is all about, and the old as well as the new. And while you're in that area, you want to go by the beautiful campus of High Point University, because it in itself is an attraction. The architecture there, the landscaping there, it is just beautiful in itself, not to mention the excellent education that you would get there. Also, you want to go by the Benstock Library, which is our furniture library, and it houses books and magazines about furniture from the very beginning to the present. Sometimes they partner with the Renolda House to put on different seminars and presentations concerning furniture from the early times to the present, and it's also a do not miss. A lot of people come to see the historic Civil Rights Museum that is down the road in Greensboro, 20 minutes away, as well as the Coltrane statue that's housed here in downtown High Point, because John Coltrane grew up here, which is why we have that annual Coltrane Festival.
And of course, a photo op, we have to include the big chest of drawers with the socks.
Oh yeah.
It's tremendous. It's amazing. And any day you can go along that street, Wren Street, and you'll see people standing in front of it taking photos, and they welcome this. So that is an amazing. It's sort of like the Tower of Pisa. You know, you just have to do it if you're here.
It's like the Vegas sign where I live. It's definitely your cultural, not cultural, but your significant landmark, tourist attraction.
Absolutely.
What about, are you there, Deb?
Yep.
Oh, okay, I thought we lost you again. Go ahead.
No, eat, drink, sleep. So I asked the ladies, best drink, and they suggested Hamptons. And Jackie, we've been at the Courtyard at Hamptons.
Yes.
It's in the historic J.H. Adams Inn, and so think about, putting your feet up and having a cocktail in the Courtyard or in its bar. Best eats, I think Joyce suggested Blue Water Grill. It looks great. This is a place I haven't been before, but it looks like a really fun little place, right? And, more great eats. I have eaten at Emerywood Fine Food. Actually, it was down for a designer's day and stopped there. Really wonderful. That's a look at it, shot at on the top. In Southern Roots Restaurant, we haven't eaten at the restaurant, but we have done their catering. They've done some catering for us for our VIP tour, and it was amazing. It was really wonderful. And the ladies suggest also there's an Irish pub in town. You have to throw that in, being married to an Irishman, what can I say, right? Best sleep, probably the best location, obviously, is the Radisson in the High Point, and they're going to be going through a remodel very shortly. But it's right downtown, so you can walk to the showrooms. This is the J.H. Adams Inn. It's gorgeous. How many rooms does it have?
I'd say maybe 20 or
20 or 21, I think. Yeah.
The very unique thing about the J.H. Adams Inn is each room is decorated differently from furniture manufacturers. Like Bernhardt has a room there, Henredon has a room, Kincaid has a room. So all these guest rooms are all different. So it's a new and exciting experience anytime a guest comes. And it's just right down the road. I'd say maybe 4 blocks from the beginning of, or maybe 6 blocks from the showrooms. And what's more important is very near Krispy Kreme donut.
Get your morning started off right.
Yes.
So last thing, some furniture shopping tips. Do your homework, obviously. Think about the timing. Remember, shipping is going to vary considerably. And be prepared to make deposits. Bring your checkbook. and most stores will accept returns only, and showrooms, only if it's damaged or defective, so keep that in mind. Just a couple of, top of mind tips to take along with you. So if anybody has any questions, please type them in now. We want to thank you guys for all being with us today, and we'll have Joyce or Carol answer the questions. This is how you can reach Joyce and Carol. And let me see if I can come all up the questions. Got some. What is the name again of the furniture library, Joyce?
Bienstock, Bienstock.
And Deb, I'm sorry to say my email address is incorrect. It's info@jollydesign.com. So the word center should not be there.
Yep, that's my problem. Typo. Sorry about that.
No problem.
We'll post it on the website too, so people can find it. And we're going to be posting some other information as well, like your line list, Joyce, Carol.
And then last but not least, we'd be remiss if Jackie and I didn't talk about the VIP market experience. Jackie, you want to jump in here and tell everybody about October?
I'll tell you, Deb and I really have been working nonstop on this since April market to try and really put together a fantastic experience for everybody. We're bringing, as some of you know, a group of 20 to 25 designers to High Point for the VIP luxury experience of a lifetime, going through High Point Market as a super VIP red carpet treatment. Pretty much almost all of your meals are covered, including some very exclusive private dinners, our favorite being with Joyce and the Visitors Authority at the String and Splinter Club. That's our opening night dinner, and it is just absolutely a fantastic experience. We're going to treat you like royalty and pamper you and show you all the great showrooms that we can, and at every stop we have some sort of really great takeaway for you, whether it's really great in-depth educational information, brand new first look at new product rollouts from these companies, and all different types of things. We've really sort of stepped it up a notch. So we hope that you'll consider joining us. We've got a few slots left, and we're really, really excited about it. We have some testimonials up on the website from the gals that went on our last one, and really everybody, I think, just had a stellar time. So we're thrilled. We love to sort of share, about design and the new products and High Point and at market and off market. So check out the website if you're interested, and email us. There's a registration form in the link on the website page, and you can sign up that way. But we hope to see you there. If not, we hope that you will visit High Point off market at one of these other great events, or even if you're just going to be in the area, zip through and see what these great gals have to offer you, because it really is an unbelievable resource.
It is. I can't tell you. And in regards to our High Point market experience, I have to say that we've not only have we been working hard at putting the experience together, but we think that we have done it in a really budget-friendly manner. I don't think you can go to market on your own for the same amount of money and get what you're getting from us. So I just wanted to put in a little plug there that it's
that is very true.
VIP priced.
Yeah, it is a value price, even though it's a luxury tour. If you price out the Holiday Inn and meals and transportation, you're going to be at more money than what you pay to be pampered and sent, in style, and treated like a VIP.
Yep. Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for coming. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys, and thanks, Joyce and Carol.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.